In Kobolds and Catacombs, Rogue got one of the worst spellstones. In its base form, it's just worse than Assassinate straight up. But if you can get it fully upgraded, the card is pretty strong, destroying 3 minions even if it's at random. That's usually going to be your opponent's entire board unless they're an aggro paladin. If you get it upgraded just once, you destroy 2 random enemy minions. That is pretty strong, but at that point you are pretty vulnerable to random tokens being on the board. And the condition on this card is actually a little bit difficult. Playing 3 Deathrattle cards to upgrade is quite a lot. To fully upgrade it, you have to play 6 Deathrattle cards, which is 20% of your 30 card Hearthstone deck. But if you just put a bunch of Deathrattles in the deck, maybe it's not that hard to make it upgrade. The main issue with this card is it kind of competes with Vilespine Slayer, and Vilespine Slayer is just a way better card. At least that's my thought going into this, but I'll try out the Spellstone anyway. Also note that this says Deathrattle cards, not like summon Deathrattle minions, so Kingsbane actually does upgrade the Spellstone, which is kinda neat. Similarly, Kingsbane will draw you another card off Roll the Bones. So we've got a small Kingsbane package in the deck, we've got 2 Shiny Finders, 2 Deadly Poisons, and then Southsea Squidface makes sense for the Kingsbane synergy and the Deathrattle synergy. Of course, the core of any Deathrattle rogue deck is going to be Jade Golems, and then we've got a N'Zoth to top things off. One of the big new additions to this deck from Kobolds and Catacombs is Carnivorous Cube. This card is obviously a monster in Warlock, but it can do some pretty ridiculous things in this deck too. It gets you extra Jade Golems if you eat a Jade Swarmer, and we've got Spirit Singer Umbra and Prince Tel'Daram to do some pretty nasty things, similar to what Warlock can do, but more value-based and less punch you in the face with Doom Guards. And then to round things out, we've got 1 Plated Beetle. Pretty solid Deathrattle card, keeps you alive. I didn't feel like I needed a second one since I had 2 Mistress of Mixtures, and I think Mistress of Mixtures is better, but maybe cutting a Mistress for another one of these, or cutting a Huckster for another Plated Beetle and just playing 2 of these and 2 of these could be reasonable. But overall, we're Deathrattle Rogue with Kingsbane, Spellstone, Jade Golems, and N'Zoth.
I must protect the wild.
Watch your back.
I'm gonna assume I don't need the backstab against Druid. I guess I keep the Kingsbane. Go ahead and get it in play. Not going to be buffing it in the next couple turns, but want to have the Squidface available for turn 4. I think I like the Huckster more than the Swarmer here, because it does twice as much damage when I hit him in the face with it. If I had more Jade Golem cards or Prince Tel'Daram or something, probably would have gone for the Swarmer. Alright, so it looks like I had to play both of the 2-drops anyway, and I ended up just getting in 1 more damage doing it in this order. And I've got my Spellstone upgraded already, because the Kingsbane does count as a Deathrattle. Four drop on 4, easy.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
So I probably don't want to burn my Spellstone here, killing a 1/1. I can kill Aya. I could trade this in here, and then the buffed weapon could kill the 2/2. And then I could like value trade here. I can Shuriken Swarmer into this. And then what, it's a 2/2, I could take a couple value trades, or even just ignore his dudes and hit him in the face. I think I kind of like this line of play. Particularly because getting the 2 Jade Golems out juices my Aya for next turn.
Here we go.
I don't know, maybe it was a waste of a weapon charge to even kill the 1/1. I guess the 1/1 was pretty good if he had swipe. Oh, the Shiny Finder's nice. Do I want to play the Spellstone here? It does keep getting better. It's almost fully upgraded. I also have Aya, so I'm not going to play the Spellstone here. Although, it was a mistake to not make this trade first. Not that Lunar Visions would have changed my play.
This might. Here we go.
I guess I'm going to kill that 3/3. 3/3 is kind of at the point where the Jade Golems are significant. So do I just Spellstone this board? I believe it's fully upgraded, right? Greater Onyx Spellstone. It's not like the greatest value in the world, but it's some pretty sick tempo. And then we'll redraw our weapon. Hit him with Jade cards. Hopefully I'll be able to copy my Aya with Telderam next turn. So I could copy that. Is a Death Knight card worth more than another Jade Golem? I could cube my Aya. That's probably not good though. Alright. I think I found the play. So we kill Lich King like that, and then we cube Aya. And then next turn, the cube is definitely going to be still on the board. So we go Umbra Taldaram on cube, and then it's pretty sick. Whatever, not a big deal. So far he's just dead on board, even with the hero power. Okay. Well, he's not dead on board, but it's kind of hard to imagine him not just getting wrecked here. Well, that was gross.
Here we go.
Hit him for 4, I guess. I don't really see myself getting punished for leaving the beetle up. Yeah. Man, that was a sick game.
Valir versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Watch your back.
Try to find our 1 and 2 drops. That's a 2-drop. Well, that's not a 1 or 2 drop, but it's good if he's a Mana Worm deck. This is probably the best card in my deck. I think I would definitely keep Roll the Bones in my opener. But for a turn 2 play, we'll go for River Crocolisk. Damn. Close one. I wonder what he's contemplating. He does have the coin, so it could be a 1 mana card. Nope. Didn't have a plan, huh? Well, let's backstab that, and then play out the Jade Swarmer. Could have traded here, but I didn't really want him to be able to hero power my guy. If he's playing a big spell mage, then maybe he doesn't have a turn 3 play, and hero powering here would have been a nice turn for him. Okay. Go for Roll the Bones here. I don't particularly feel the need to kill this guy this turn. I kind of want to cube this Jade card. I think I'm just going to pass. Go for the cube next turn to make more Jades, and then maybe the following turn is like Deadly Poison Shuriken. That could make sense. I think I still like the cube. Could have gone for like a double Deadly Poison to kill the Tar Creeper. But I think just getting the cube in play is just better. Do I want to cube my cube? That doesn't give me more jades, but it is a play I could make. Yeah, sure. I'll cube my cube. Seems fine. Could have cleared his board there, but all the ways to do it just didn't seem that great.
I wonder.
Well, that has to be an underwhelming turn 6. I think I'm just gonna clear that with the weapon and then smack him. No real reason to play anything else, I don't think.
Pinch of death cup. Heal of shoe.
Okay, that's a lot of stats, but nothing insurmountable, I don't think. I could actually just cast all of my spells here and clear his board pretty easily. Not sure if I want to do that though. Seems like a lot of commitment into a potential board clear. And on the topic of potential board clears, I probably would like to keep my cube alive. So what if I make like a 5-power weapon to kill this? Send the cube in here, but then he can just do this. I guess it's okay for the cube to die since I have 2 of these in play. I can do this. 2 deadly poisons. Shuriken. South Sea Captain? Or South Sea Deckhand? South Sea Squid Face. Jesus Christ. Alright, well. I spent too much time trying to figure out what pirate this was, so I just had to go with the play that I was thinking about. If it's Flame Strike, he doesn't have the mana to hero power the cube first, which is good. Blizzard could be pretty bad for me here. I guess I would still get 2 4/4s out of it. Yeah, I think this board is pretty resilient to AoE. Not perfect, obviously. Oh, this could be bad. Well, the cubes live, and I get 2 Jade Golems. I'm very annoyed by the way those spawned, but it's okay, I'll deal with it. Wait, I can pop his ice block here. That's crazy. So the best way to do it is 4, 8, 12, 19. I can even pop him a 1. Damn. And then he has to somehow deal with this board, and if he can, I just play N'Zoth. So, that's pretty cool.
Reality woven.
Okay. We'll see where this goes. These cubes effectively do not have death rattles. So if he has a Blizzard or a Flame Strike or something here, he's going to gain a bunch of armor and I will not be able to kill him. But again, I do have the N'Zoth to just throw down. It gets like 3 Jade Swarmers, a Plated Beetle, and 2 cubes, I think. No, 3 cubes. Oh, or I can just kill him with Jade Shuriken. That is also a valid line of play. Okay, that does not appear to be a valid line of play. This is for playing Deathrattle minions, right? So N'Zoth doesn't upgrade it a bunch of times. That's a bummer. Well, I'm just gonna play N'Zoth. Alright, I forgot I had this pirate also. I think I do want to kill this. I shouldn't have any problem popping him next turn if he's still at 10. And I guess I hold on to the weapon since it's likely to be buffed by the pirate. So he's at 24. I have 4 times 4 is 16. 21, 22, 23, 24. And I can even kill the Alex. So if I did all this math right, should be able to pop him here.
Here we go.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. Well, I guess maybe it did make sense for him to heal himself there. Because in theory it did force me to trade into the Alexstrasza if I hadn't had the Assassinate in my hand.
Well played.
And it only did 4 damage to me. So yeah, I guess healing himself did make some sense there.
Wield it.
And it's not like in this deck he's very likely to just have, you know, 15 damage or whatever.